Hey guys, it's West here, back with another Summoner's War video. Today we're going to be talking about something really interesting, something that I thought might pique the interests of my longer term viewers or anybody who's seen the beginner's account. More than anything, this is an update video because, believe it or not, this account that sits here in front of you is the account that I made fun of in the beginner's guide. And yeah, I thought maybe I'd give you guys a little look to see, where it's gone from there, how it's progressed. I am of course, in regular contact with the owner of the account. I occasionally play on the account myself to enjoy this nice little Nat 5 right here. And yeah, so I guess we'll start from the top and talk about the monsters this account has. Of course, the very cookie cutter units, the traditional Giants team. Actually, this account pulled the Tashar before Giants B10 was even a thing. So, and I mean in terms of this account, of course, not in terms of existence. But the Tashar was pulled around the Giants B8, Giants B7 stage of the game, helped push her into Giants B10. Here are the stats right here, pretty decent stats. The crit damage is pretty decent. The crit rate is absolutely optimized. 85% is the perfect amount for Giants B10, of course, because it's water, and with the elemental advantage, it goes up to 100% chance of landing those critical hits, which is very necessary for the second skill of Tashar. You'll also see this Tashar's max skilled on the second and third skills, which are the most important skills to have max skilled. You have a higher stun chance on the first skill, but it's not a necessity to have those. We, of course, have Veramos. Very respectable stats, the right amount of accuracy, relatively quick, great defense, even better HP, and these are just 5 and 6 star runes. Not even all of them are up to plus 15 either. Just because the substance are amazing. If you want to pause and look at some of these are the kind of runes you want to look for. I know a lot of people really stress themselves about getting 6 star runes. I certainly do that, and there's a lot of runes I don't keep because they don't meet my expectations, which are 6 star hero or better, which is very unrealistic and not easily obtainable. So I end up selling a lot of runes that start like this. This was just a defense and accuracy percentage rune that rolled once into defense, once into accuracy. And for a 5 star rune, this is pretty good because you've got all 4 stats that you want on a support: speed, HP, defense, and accuracy. And you're going to see that on every single rune. You got speed, defense, accuracy, speed, HP, accuracy, even attack. Flat attack is not terrible. Speed, defense, accuracy with HP main stat, speed, defense, HP. And you'll see this Vero is very tanky and has very respectable swift energy set. Even though the runes are 5 star, the substats turned out well just because she rolled the runes and got good rates, and not a single point in a crit rate. Some of you might not see the importance of that in TOA stages where you have the Water Valk, Dark Inferno, any stage where you're against a monster that will harm you if you hit a critical hit on them. It's very advantageous to not have any crit rate, and this monster has 0 crit rate subs, which is pretty amazing. It's hard to get away with like that. This account has also pulled Lucian. I should mention Lucian was in place of Sigmaris. Sigmaris was fused after Lucian was 6 starred and put into the team. The biggest issue on this account right now is actually finding Fatal Blade sets for all of its attacker units. I'll quickly show the Megan here. It's on a speed, HP, defense build. 1 accuracy short, but that's fine for the time being. The Giants runs are very, very quick because the Tashar Sigmaris clears waves unbelievably fast. We have some other monsters pulled here. Of course, a Lyn is awakened. She's an amazing monster for Giants and Dragons. We got Yaku built. Both of these are HP-based damage dealers, meaning the higher the HP of the enemy, the more damage they will do with their skills. We have Lapis here on a Despair Blade build. Kind of a niche little build. Kind of built for TOA more than anything. Helps in Secret Dungeons and Hall of Heroes. It's a very hard build to sustain because the stat requirements are much higher on Despair Blade. But it definitely gets the job done, and even though the stats seem a little bit low in TOA, she performs very well. And let's see who to talk about next. We've got Beretta. Beretta's on a decent build. Despair broken speed HP or speed defense HP, high accuracy, pretty decent speed. Of course, the HP and defense could be higher, but for TOA, it's more important to land those dots and consistently have turns than anything. She has a Miyang being built right now. as well as a Hwahi that's just sitting right here. It's cool to have two of the Sky Dancers. Those are both a lot of fun to play with, good attackers and support units simultaneously. She's building a Rena for defense. You can see the Zinc, the Dark Living Armor, Manchura. Wow, this should be sorted by grade. You'll see a Manchura. You'll see, you know, pretty nice staple Dark LD units. We'll hop into the storage too for a minute. You could see all the buildings around here. We'll touch on those as well. We have a Thrain, another great light dark unit. Plenty of different Nat 4s, Chloe. And yeah, you see plenty of food. The biggest problem with this account so far is that it's a free-to-play account. So it has no real source of 3 stars, and so for the most part, if she just had a bunch of 3 stars, for example, maybe 10 premium packs, she'd be able to make 5 or 6 more 6 stars. So this account has been out for 9 months. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but I feel like it's worth mentioning again. So this is kind of the progress you could look forward to if you've been in the game for a long time and you're not super avid player, but you get on every day. You know, you do some of your stuff, you enjoy the game. You're not hardcore playing it, but you're playing it to have fun. And that's what's really important at the end of the day. But you'll see all of these 4-star max Rainbow Mon ready to make more 6 stars. Quite a few Liches, Chloe skill ups because she does have a Chloe. Another monster she's been talking about having on defense, a Rena Chloe defense, maybe building a Mara as a support. A few other light dark units, nothing seriously notable other than that Thrain. You have all the buildings here. This is how she has so many 3-star max monsters in her on her account. So every day she's going into here, she's max leveling monsters, which is cool. It means you have to devote less energy to putting towards just leveling fodder that, you know, it's a waste of crystals most of the time. I guess we'll go ahead and talk about Trial of Ascension. She has cleared Trial of Ascension 100 twice, I believe. It very well could clear it a 3rd time if she pushes through. TOA hard, she could probably get up to 50 or 60. And that's about it for TOA. All those monsters help because she has 3 full teams for World Boss. The big thing now is getting runes on those teams. As I've said, the biggest problem with this account so far is the lack of runes. I'll go ahead and show you the Giants team because I'm sure some of you are curious about that. It's a no Galleon team, double damage dealer, and it's pretty consistent. I'd say the only issues it has are probably going to be the occasional derp of Tishar. If the defense break lands, or if Tishar fails to crit or something like that, you know, occasionally the run will fail. For the most part it won't, but sometimes you'll see Tishar use his 2nd skill on the Golem waves rather than using the Tempest. And the big reason you bring Tishar to Giant Speed 10 is the 3rd skill on Tishar is a free reset if you kill a unit. And so sometimes you'll see Tishar absolutely go crazy, use the 3rd skill on waves 1 and 2, get to wave 3 within 15 seconds sometimes. Also, this mid-boss goes really quickly if Bella lands a defense break, because both Tishar and Sigmaris have HP scaling skills, Tishar on the 2nd and Sigmaris on the 3rd. Sigmaris doesn't have any skill ups, and that might be notable because Sigmaris' 3rd skill does go down 1 turn in cooldown, I believe. Also the damage increases, but most notably the cooldown, so you could be doing that max HP damage even more often. Not too much else to say about this team though. It's great, it's consistent, it has high damage output. And also these are all monsters she uses in Guild Wars and Arena and everything as well, so it has all of her best monsters. You'll see most of the high damage runes on Tishar, and then whatever's left went on to Sigmaris. And then all the support runes are consolidated to mostly Veramos. As you saw before, his tanky stats are pretty well optimized. I did take away a little bit of speed from him to give to Megan. I would want Megan 20 speed faster to really be as quick as I want her to be. You'll see, even though it took me a second to click play, this was a 140 finish. And so it goes by pretty quick. Right now, the big thing this account's doing is just grinding for runes. Bernard could be a lot faster for this rank. It is on a speed, crit damage, attack build as well, but that does not stop her from ranking pretty high in Arena. Right now she's at Fighter 1. Usually she sits around Fighter 2, and It just goes through, clears defenses. Her typical team is Megan Tashar Bella Vero or Megan Tashar Bella Sigmaris, some combination of the two. Of course, Veramos for teams where you really need to get that stun off because you need to stop some kind of action from going on. And it works pretty well. The problem is, it'd be nice to have a Galleon in combination with that Tashar. That would make GB10 a dream. Probably speed it up another 10 seconds. It would be ridiculous. That's about it, though. There's not too much else to talk about. This account's progression has been, pretty steady, pretty consistent. And with the pull of that Tashar, of course, it's made it a lot easier. And I guess that just kind of goes to show you guys, if you put in the time and you put in the effort, if you could go from that crazy beginner's account that has runes on every little 3-star monster to an account that's consistently clearing giant in under 1 minute and 45 seconds, as well as ranking fighter 2 or higher in arena. If you guys have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. I hope this video was a little bit inspirational for some of you who don't really know where you're going with your account or are having trouble progressing. And I hope I see you in the next one.